Ben.
Hmm.
Ben!
What? Jesus!
Good evening. This is Jeffrey Jackson out of Indiana. I've been acting stage and film for about 12 to 15 years, and I'm happy to be auditioning for the role of Ben.
Hi, my name is Amy Thompson, and I'm auditioning for the role of Barbara.
Connor Noble, auditioning for the role of Tom.
Hi, my name is Saber Campbell, and I'm auditioning for the role of Judy.
Take that board off that door, and we are going up!
Yeah, 50 of those things chasing after it. I didn't know what to do.
There was this man in the distance, and then he started teasing me, and he said, "They're coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed. I said, "Johnny, stop it."
Yeah, me and Judy, we were out by the lake going swimming. It's kind of a tradition we have this time of year. When we were on our way back home, and we heard the first reports of this going on. Road. When we heard the first reports of mass homicide across the country.
Ben glances at him and continues to nail. The whole country?
Yeah, from what they said. Just about. Anyway, we pull off the road because we knew the old house was here when we found the lady in the bathroom. So we booked to the cellar, and that's when we met the Coopers. When on the radio I heard reports of mass homicide all across the country.
Wait, the whole country?
I heard just about.
Ben, can you come help me carry down these doors?
Ben double takes over his shoulder before he yells back.
Yeah.
Ben steps away and is starting to...
Any doors? Well, bring it down. I'll be right up.
We are back after a disruption with our broadcast satellite. It was down for a bit, but we are back now with new reports.
Alright, so tomorrow begins our first day shooting Night of the Living Dead. I'm just checked into my hotel, and yeah, let's see how that goes.
On this afternoon, correct?
Yes, in the examination lab at the university. It was a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated.
Ready? Sound rolling. Camera A rolling. Now Living Dead scene 25, take 2. Alright, we're on.
Are we on? We're back after a disruption with our broadcast satellite. Officials have been sought out for answers to all these reports. A wave of murder.
I've been acting for 12 years, and then I've started to produce and direct in the last couple of years. I've done shorts so far, and I look forward to start doing features this year.
Personally, I have been in the entertainment industry since I was 16 years old. I went to school for radio, TV production, North Central High School, WJEL. So, how old am I? 20 years. I've been in the industry for 20 years, professionally for 11 years. And I have done, if you name it, I've pretty much done it. Production assistant. I have been an interviewer. I've been a, what else? I am a Renaissance woman in this industry. I've done it all. I can't even give you all my accolades. I've done it all. I've DJ'd, disc jockey, actress, model, MC. I was a freaking Eminem one time. So it's you name it, Val will do it.
6:45 in the morning, April 17th. About to get around because we have a shoot today.
There's one aspect of it. And that's the one that most people assume.
Hey guys.
Visually it makes sense.
Visually it makes sense.
It has been so much fun. Everybody gets along great and professional though, which is awesome. I love when you can combine the two and have fun and get a lot of stuff done.
Huh?
Can I get a water real quick?
Yeah, actually.
Actors is
So needy. I'm telling you. Actors, can't live with them, can't live without them.
That's why you kill them off.
Exactly.
I am Amy Thompson and I play Barbara. Barbara.
She sounds very sassy.
She's not really sassy, but she kind of starts out real timid, and then I think she likes to kill the ghouls, the dead. I think it starts out kind of like she's just not sure how to respond to all of this, but once she kind of gets her bearings, then she kind of becomes kind of a tough girl. I really like her take on things. She just gets things done, and there's time for feelings later.
Good?
Yeah. I'm gonna braid the fridge real quick.
Okay. Be quick. We still got a lot of work left.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll put it this way. There is a lot of blood. Whether it's ours or the dead's, there's blood. There's a lot of fight scenes. There's some action scenes. I got to do my own stunts and some things. You know, anything could happen when you're doing your own stunts, but I'm a klutz anyway, so I might as well put it on film. You know, why not? And
how was that doing your own stunts?
So much fun. It was a lot of fun, but I'm glad that Connor has more common sense than me, because I was like, I don't need no cushion. I don't need protected. I got this. And last minute, he's like, no, I'm putting cushion down, because when I went down one of the hills, there's this huge tree. And there's also a pile of trees, not limbs, not sticks, trees off to the side. So I'm coming down the hill and I start heading towards that. So I kind of push myself to look like I'm trying to stop.
Right.
And I slam into that tree and thank you, Connor.
Cushion.
There was cushion. And my body was like, oh, thank you. Because I had to do it more than once. And yeah.
Wow. So was this the first movie that you did with stunts?
Yes. Yeah.
How was that?
It was. I was so excited because he did ask me. He gave me the option. You know, do you want somebody to do your stunts? I'm like, no. Let's do some action.
Yes.
And worst thing that happens is I get hurt, and we learn that
don't do your stunts.
It's double. But it worked out. I actually didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would the next day. There wasn't a bunch of bruises, and it looked really good on camera. So. One of my old favorite shows when I was younger, the stunt double for the main character, who was a very petite blonde, you can tell as they're running away it was a dude. It was 100% dude, ran like a dude. He had the little mini skirt dress on, and he's running like a dude. But when you see her run, she's still dainty, but she's dainty. And I mean, they've got the guns, and I'm like, not even the arms match. So I don't know who was in charge of that, but you're fired. It has been a dream of mine since I was 3. My dad planted the seed and ruined TV for me. I realized at 3 I could never live with Mr. Rogers in his neighborhood. It was just not gonna happen. Cause yeah, so it was bittersweet. And
you messed up Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
No, Dad.
I just dreamt of it. And, I started critiquing movies. I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. So I learned how to cry, and I tried it on my parents, and I have a guilty conscience. It didn't go so well. But I tried it, and just the older I got, I did plays throughout school. I worked in the community theater, and then I did a Craigslist, which I don't recommend, but I seen a Craigslist for extra work, and I'm like, okay, I'll try that. But I met some really great people, and they started teaching me, you know, different things, tricks, and who to know, how to network. And, yeah. Hi, my name is Amy Thompson, and I'm auditioning for the role of Barbara. I thought that I did really good on it. I hope I did. I mean, I got it, so I must have done good. But usually I get really nervous with video auditions.
Yeah.
But when I sent this one out, because my piece that he had given me was the emotional side of her, and I kind of understood. Not that I've ever done the apocalypse zombie thing in my life, but I know what I would feel in that situation. So, you know, I really felt after I sent, I was really confident that this is gonna be great.
It's gonna kill.
Yeah, I knocked this one out of the park.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Who are y'all?
I'm Ben, and that's Barbara.
You guys trying to burn the place up or something?
Yeah, well, it seemed like it was the safest way to go.
My name is Jeff Jackson Sr., and I play the character of Ben. I kind of just start with how I vibe with that person that I'm opposite. And it starts just by banter and talk when you first come to the set and see how you get along together. And of course you do a little bit of character study. I try to do some character study maybe if it's a film that we're doing that's been out before by watching that, but not necessarily watching their lines, but how they carry themselves as the character that they're portraying. So I get into it like that, and a little bit of coffee. I went to Orlando back in 2017. It was a Christian acting conference down in Orlando. It was AMTC, Actors, Models, and Talents for Christ. And it was a great conference. You actually had to, it was like a competition. You got up on stage, you had a full crowd of people, you had to do a commercial, a few scenes, a few different skits and everything. And you had sessions for the whole week. And I liked it, and I've kind of been sticking with it since then. Well, that's kind of where it started. It started at church. I used to do like skits. We used to have outreach in our hometown, and we did skits, and we did different plays and for our church and stuff like that. So it kind of goes back a little bit. Started doing civic plays back then, and just stuck with it. So all in all, probably acting-wise, when it comes to that, probably since 1995, 96. But as far as trying to go to the big screen and do film, that was 2017. Did I think it was a Zoom audition, of course of COVID, so we had to do a Zoom audition. But yes.
And they were like, dude, was it hard for you to remember your lines? Because I was told that you have a lot of lines. So was it hard for you to memorize everything, or do you memorize everything?
It depends on how big the movie is. I memorize it by sections, and then when you get the call card, the actual call card for the weekend on what you're gonna do, then I go back and review, and I memorize per time we're supposed to go on. Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And it helps that I have a partner that works with me before we come and do the film to help me read my lines and stuff like that. So memorize, yes, but when you finally get here, it helps just to be on cue, and so you just memorize per cue more than you do the whole script.
Oh, okay, got you. So have you read through the whole script?
Yeah, yeah, I've actually memorized the script, so to speak, read through it a few times, and we've had time to do that. I always read through the scripts. I always read through them to get to the end, to make sure I've read through the scripts, make sure I got an overview of it, and then I break it down from there.
Listen, I know you're scared, and I know you don't want to give up on your brother, but even if he was, how you gonna get out there? And if you get out there, what if those things surround you?
I'm Paisley Blackburn.
I am Nobody Jones.
Nobody.
Yep, that is it. That is it.
So what characters do each of you play? I know you said your husband and wife in the film.
I'm Helen Cooper.
Okay.
I play Harry.
Helen and Harry. That sounds like
like an old 80s sitcom.
Like on what's the movie? Home Alone. Harry's one of the robbers, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
one of the robbers. Like if he had a wife. That's what my mind went to. So you guys are the married couple. How do y'all end up in the house? Don't tell the story.
I believe it's just that we were on our way to some dinner or something, and then all hell goes loose, and we find the house, and we go down to the basement. I believe.
Oh,
so
man.
I think that was
never. Nothing happens good in the basement.
No.
It never happens.
I generally don't go in basements because I am very
superstitious.
I don't need any jinns following me home.
Yes.
Okay? I don't have any sedge. Massage.
Harry Cooper, you get out of my way. Now I am going up those stairs and I'm going to help them. Like you should be.
No.
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes.
I mean, me and him are actually really good friends. We've known each other for several years, and for this, we just rehearsed it a few times, and then it just sort of comes together. Okay. Now, on the emotional scene with the daughter's death, that I had to go into a different kind of focus, like because I have a daughter that was about as tall as the girl that played her daughter. To be honest, she was taller than me, and. I have pictures of my daughter and little things that she's made me. So then I started going really deep, like, what if she was never around? What if she was killed? What if she was murdered? Oh, man. That brought it. When I got down there, I was able to get that energy up and sustain it so we could just do it in, I think, just one take. Yeah,
man, I can't tap into that. I don't even want to think about it.
It's draining, but
yeah.
I really want to make sure that it's believable for the audience because you guys, you deserve to be entertained, not bored.
Right, that's true.
The basement's the safest place.
The basement is a death trap.
How? How is it a death trap?
They get in here, there's no exit, no escape. Up here, at least we got a fighting chance.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm sorry, this is going to be funny. Because I know the answer.
I mean, Harry's just really an extension of myself.
That's gonna be when I see the actual film. I'm gonna be remembering that, and I'm gonna see exactly what you're talking about.
No, I think. Okay, maybe I'll take it a little bit deeper for you, but not too much.
We gotta stop. It's hot here.
I just think that when you are playing a character, having to be a character, that we all could have those things inside of us, not necessarily all the time, but certain feelings or thoughts that we have. So instead of me thinking of it's something outside myself I'm trying to bring in, I just let myself out. Okay. And I think, I don't know, it's a little easier for me that way.
Okay.
It does really help when you have really good chemistry. Even though we're playing a very combative couple.
I don't like her at all.
we actually get along really well, and so that actually makes the energy better. So I do think who you're working with.
The energy is always good.
Don't publish that.
With ourselves.
She doesn't have a trailer, so this is how she hides from us.
Set the concentration.
Focus. The focus of an actor has to be on point.
Sound rolling. No coughing. All right. And camera rolling. And action.
My name is Connor Devin Noble. I play Tom, but I'm also the director and the writer of Night of the Living Dead.
And I'm Saber Campbell, and I play Judy.
Okay. So how was it writing it and having to be a character? Like, how did you tap into just your character?
Well, so I heavily was influenced by the script by the original Night of the Living Dead, which was my favorite growing up. So I tried to bring the same feeling that the characters have in the original, but bring it more to modern, to where you can be more relatable. And it's like, I wasn't gonna be in the film at all. I was like, I want to be behind the camera, because the last film I did, I was directing it and I was starring in it. Like, I don't really want to do that because it's a lot of pressure. But I saw all the cast I'm with. I'm like, I gotta get in on this. Plus, it's my favorite movie.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was like, and Tom's the youngest guy role, so I'm like, I want to go with that. Add quite a bit of new dialogues and scenes for Tom and Judy, though, that weren't originally in there.
Okay. So, yeah, I will be stingy. And I say that with a smile. I'm going to want all the long lines. And everybody will be around me. If that makes sense. So what character do you play? He said he's the youngest, so...
I play Judy, so we actually play, like, characters that are the same age, pretty much. And, like, we're a couple. So,
Okay. So are y'all couple in the film, too?
No. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
This has been the Barbara. We're going to stay here, try and board up the house.
Do you think it'll work?
Yeah, I think it will.
You said this was your childhood favorite.
Yeah.
A Blank Slate. I've never seen the original. So how would you compare the original to what you wrote?
Definitely a lot of, I copied over quite a bit because I didn't want it to seem like a remake, but I didn't want it to seem, I didn't want it to be a shot-by-shot remake, but I didn't want it to vary too far from the original story.
Right.
So
Okay.
and since it's 50-50, people that haven't, I'm hoping that the people that haven't seen the original, after seeing mine, will go back and want to see the original, even the 1990 remake that they did with Tom Savini directing. And then even the people that have seen the original, when they watch this one, they're like, okay, I can see this was made by someone people who truly love the original story.
Right.
Because I threw in, because, you know, back when George Romero did the original Night of the Living Dead, it didn't mean to at the time, but it was back in '68, and they hadn't completed the film yet, and in the original film, they cast Dwayne Jones to play Ben, who it was a colorless role in the script, but he was the best actor. And back then, it wasn't known for a black male actor to be the lead.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever knew that.
Right.
And they were on their way to New York to find an investor, and there was no social commentary in it. But all of a sudden, they're on their way.
Good evening. Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee.
As they're heading to New York. So all of a sudden, everything they had in that trunk meant something.
Right.
And that's something I was going to do because, you know, we have everything. We have Black Lives Matter, we have the Me Too movement, we have just so much going on all at once.
Yeah.
And I kind of threw it all in there, talk about all of it, because you have this variety of people with all their own different problems.
Yeah.
So we have Helen and Harry, who, Me Too, a very, very abusive relationship. You have Tom and Judy, which they're having their own troubles. You have Barbara, who's kind of struggling with her own religion. Then you have Ben, who's just trying to... You have him and Harry face off a lot because Harry's a very racist person.
Right, okay.
So you really tap into that a lot.
Man, I'm going to have to watch the original, and then I'm going to have to watch this one. So I can,
Yeah,
so I
like,
can connect.
I just know no matter what, I want people to be able to look at the original or look at mine and be like,
I need to watch
he was
that
he was faithful to that.
Nice, yes.
About the production?
The whole setup leading up to this.
I love that, like, Connor kind of, like, made the decision to just do all, like very creative, like effects. Like, we don't have, like, it's, like, practical effects. Like, we don't have, like CGI or anything like that. All of the, like, you know, the blood and gore and everything that you see is all, like, his handiwork. And so I love how, like, that makes it very unique. It also creates, like, a new challenge, but it's really cool, you know, just, like, the filming that we've done so far, like, you know, seeing, like, all of it kind of come to life and seeing, like, how cool it looks. And you don't need, like, all this, you know, computers and technology. It's just, yeah, being creative. And
So what you're saying is no, like, special effect
type
No,
stuff.
no computer generated effects. It's all what you see is happening right in front of the camera.
Oh man.
So like even the zombies, like it's all just makeup. You know, you see like blood and like all the images you're gonna see. I won't like say all
Wow,
of it.
you have to have a very creative mind.
Like someone gets shot and we have it rigged up so the blood will spray out the back of their head through a tube, and yeah, it's all very real.
Wow. So how do you get the tube? Is it like in
A lot
your
of tape.
hair?
A lot of tape. Yeah, so you tape it and it goes kind of up into the back of your hair.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because
I'm
I knew going
excited
into
to
this
see it.
because a lot of zombie movies today rely even on computer generated effects, from the
Yeah.
makeup to the gore, and I'm like, I want to take it back to when that felt real. But because the thing is, you can notice when it's generated gore.
Yeah.
It doesn't look real. But then when you have that, it has sent itself that instinct in us. It's like, oh my god, like that just happened.
That's that movie eye.
Yeah.
Cause before, when I didn't know anything about production and all that, I would be like, man, that looks real. And now I'm like, okay, that doesn't look really. It looks so fake.
And I want it to be as real as possible looking. I want it to.
Oh man.
Which we're living in a generation now where a lot has been done. It's hard to shock audiences.
Yes.
But I want it, and even if it doesn't shock them like it would back in the 60s or 70s, I want it to still be jarring. I don't want you to have expected that to happen.
Last question I have for you:
All right.
Where did you find this? I don't want to call it Airbnb, but where did you find this setting at? Like, did you? Cause it looks full. It looks like the setting matches the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So did you find this online or?
Airbnb. That's exactly what this is.
I love the house. This setting is perfect for that. I don't even know how I've seen the owner and I was like, I love your house.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
There's horses.
Yes.
I haven't seen them yet. There's horses.
Mhm.
There are horses.
I seen the thing that you put around the mouth.
Yep.
And I was like, that might just be for decoration.
Looking for a horse.
Now I want to see the horses.
I think there's a white. Is it a white one?
I think it's like tan.
Okay, because I kind of seen it from the
man.
distance, but I'm afraid if I go up there, I might not come back.
That's what we need to go as a group.
Yeah, we need somebody who's just like, no, all right, time's up, let's go.
Wow, horses I love horses. Yeah, this is a great set.
Horror films are the most fun because the audience, especially when you can take the audience and scare the bejeebies out of them, and you can take these characters, and there's so much you can do with any kind of scary character, zombies, vampires, any of those stuff, and it's exciting. I think it's really exciting. Now I want to see the originals, but to be a part of something that everybody knows of, even people who haven't watched it, they know what you're talking about and they get your references. So to say that I was involved in something similar I'm so excited.
So what? Because when I came in, I was super nervous. Like I said, first time. So I'm like, okay. And when I came in, it was like this energy that really flowed, and it was just really mellow. So how did you get that energy to stretch through your whole cast?
See, here's the thing: is I found that this happens quite a bit on my sets, but also it just that there's something about this cast. We get along great. We're very kind of in sync, and I think it just everyone has. I think when you all have the passion for the same project, and there's no one like is really hesitant on it, and you all really want to do it, you get along. Like
it just flows.
Yeah, I'm just lucky to have the best cast I could find.
Yeah.
Oh God, so many things. I was really nervous because I only knew like one or two people here, so I didn't know what to expect and how everybody's was going to get along. You always have that fear, how's it gonna, the mood.
Right.
Everybody seems to get along so well, and I love that. And it doesn't matter who's on set; their chemistry is amazing. the acting skills of everybody that I've seen so far have been awesome. And it makes it easier for you to act and to react and to do your job when you've got somebody who's across from you who is killing it.
Right.
So it's been the easiest. Even though there's a lot of action, there's a lot of lines, this has been one of the easiest because everything flows. Everybody's just, I don't know, it's just awesome. So
we were just and we were. But I, as soon as I came in, it felt like it wasn't stiff at all. It was just a flowy feel.
Yeah.
And everybody seemed like, you know, everybody was chill.
Yeah.
So and that it always helps.
It does. It puts you at ease. And so I was nervous about some of my lines, and Jeffrey, who's never met me, and he's like, it's okay, you're going to kill it. You're going to do great. And so they're supportive, and everybody's been that way. Paisley and Rex and everybody's just been so supportive. I'm like, you got this. You could do this. And, you know, there's some scenes that I've never done before. I've never had to do before. And I'm scared to death, and everybody was just so supportive. I'm like, you got this. It's awesome. We're just gonna do it, and it calms you down when you're nervous. It's just like, oh, okay, I got this. I got this.
Right. Excellent.
Lord.
This is gonna be the making of. This is behind the scenes making of.
All right.
The motion picture.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. You just
5 cups of coffee. Why? Why must you drink 5 cups of coffee?
In a world, 1 man and 2 women in a house, dancing and twerking.
What I like is that Connor, he's young. He has great ambition, he has great ideas. And it's good to see him starting young and getting into this industry. And I like the cohesiveness of all the characters and all the people. This is, when I acting is kind of like, it's like my zen, for lesser choice of words. So when you meet the right people, you meet the right group of people, and you get along with them, it makes it easier. So I guess that's really it. Coming in and finding the right cohesiveness, see how we all get along. Network building, because this is, you know, it's going to the real, added to the resume, and you actually make more contacts, more friends in the industry, and hopefully you continue to spider out by helping each other out to get to your ultimate goal.
It's nobody stiff. It's like, okay, guys, it flows.
It definitely helps when the air is not cold as ice.
Right. Yeah.
When the atmosphere is real friendly, real laid back and everything, it's so much easier to get into character.
Right.
So, what did you guys do last night? Work it. That's right, ladies. Work it. Watch work it. And this, okay, we need the zombie ladies. Where the zombies at? And work it.
Take that on. But got to the dome. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh. Connor just killed himself.
Alright. So my first question is, do you die?
Yeah.
So does she live?
Oh, I can't say that.
No. That. See. Okay, so that's two. Okay, so he died. Okay, and then.
Maybe. Maybe not.
So yeah. You're doing this again.
We are not at liberty to say who lives and who dies.
You know? Are we allowed to say this? Because I don't know.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna.
We might all make it out. I mean, we could be a really good team, and
That would be great.
I can say that anybody watching the movie is going to enjoy it.
It's kind of 50-50.
That's cool.
Keep it a secret. Okay. All right.
Let's just say that it's what you expect, but it's not what you expect.